My prayers have been answered. We're finally getting a UX Pikachu. Oh, no. And there's Aries. What's good? It's your boy Rico. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel. And Aries is kind of hanging out behind me. Hey, look, he's got a new vest. Aries. There he is. Aries. Anyway, he's just sitting on top of my chair. I don't know how long he's going to stay here, but let's hope it's for the entirety of the video. But, okay, anyway, we are going to be getting a UX Pikachu, so that has hyped me up to make a deck featuring Pikachu. So let's go over this news before we jump into today's episode. So shout out to, I actually saw somebody commented on one of my videos telling me about it. Somebody hit me on Instagram, and then Yuri posted about it on Reddit. So it was completely covered, and I'm so happy. So here's a breakdown. This is from the actual Pokemon.com website, and here's a breakdown of the events that we're going to be getting. December 19th through January 9th. This is when everything is going to be happening. December 19th, we got the shiny Tapu Koko and the shiny Genesect. On the 26th, the day after Christmas, until January 1st, we're going to be getting a shiny Greninja and a shiny Mimikyu. And then from January 2nd to the 9th, we're going to be getting a shiny Charizard, shiny Megazord X, and shiny Megazord Y. Now, on the event from between the 24th and the 26th, it is the Dev Showdown. We're going up against the Devs again. It's the Developer Showdown. As a rare treat, members of the Pokemon development team will show up and throw down in league matches throughout the event with guaranteed appearances from 4 and 5 a.m. and 6 and 7 p.m. The more wins the community can muster against these top-tier opponents. Top tier, well, we'll see. The better the rewards for all who participate. If players can claim enough victories, they'll procure the ultimate prize, a never-before-seen UX Pikachu. Now, I've been talking about a UX/EX Pikachu forever, and I cannot believe that this is actually going to happen. The 24th through the 9th, we'll be getting the Happy Holidays boosters. Will be available during the period, and you'll have a chance of getting the Alolan Vulpix and the Alolan Ninetales. And from the 27th through the 1st, Shiny Ray and Goodra. Oh, and the Queen's Cup. Now, this doesn't really tell if and when we're going to be getting a new banner or when the Z update comes out. Because remember, last video we talked about the data mine of the Alolan, or not the Alolan, but the UX Espeon and the Mega Alakazam. So yeah, this doesn't really point towards a new banner, but we'll see. I mean, just the Pikachu is enough to be excited about. So do you guys see? Oh, Aries left. All right, so enough of that. Let's get into today's episode. We do have a lock booster to open up at the gym, you guys. I still haven't played more than 5 games. And today's the last day. I don't even know. I just don't even really want to, honestly. I really don't want to do it. So and we get nothing from here. All right, so today's episode, like I said, we have 3 matches to show you, and I have an idea. For weather effects. Let's actually start this. And again, your boy Rico still has not received a gold or a rainbow, so I'm pretty salty about that. But let's jump into match number 1. All right, guys, like I said, I do have an idea for weather conditions, and now that we have Megas, now that we have Z moves, it gave me an idea of how weather can work. All right, I think weather is, when you do it in the Game Boy games, I think it's like 6 turns, right? Remind me, or let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe it's about 6 turns where the weather is in effect. And with Z moves, your entire wheel is just, it spins one thing, right? So hear me out here. When you Mega Evolve, you're Mega'd for 7 turns. What if, let's say, Primal Kyogre or Kyogre just had the Drizzle ability, which means it's rains. That's the weather condition. So when it comes on the board for 7 turns, it will be raining. Now, what can that mean? Well, when in the rain, the attack Thunder has, I think, a 70% accuracy of hitting. When in the rain, it has a 100% accuracy of hitting. So what if Kyogre or Primal Kyogre has Drizzle, comes on the board for 7 turns, it is raining? Somebody like Pikachu, they have the attack Thunder. What if for 7 turns, the entire wheel is just Thunder? So it's a guaranteed Thunder. I don't know. I think that'd be cool to incorporate weathers, and I think that would be a way to do it. Please let me know in the comments below if you agree or if you disagree. All right, now let's take a look at the deck that I'm trying to create here today. So I am rocking the Poipole and the Circuitry, primarily because I want to paralyze everything. We are also we are also rocking Electivire. I can't talk today. Electivire, and the reason why Electivire is good is because you're basically going to be paralyzed unless I roll a miss. But the Thunder Punch, if you outdamage me, you become paralyzed. And the Electric Blast, which is a pretty decent attack, 2-star purple. The battle opponent and all Pokemon connected to it become paralyzed. And then we got the Coco because Coco and Electric. We are rocking the R Pikachu, the rare Pikachu. Like I said, I cannot wait for the UX Pikachu. Actually, let's have this discussion real fast too. UX Pikachu, what kind of figure do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be a beater or do you think it's going to be a runner? I do not want it to be a runner. I want it to be 2 MP, and I want it to have some good damage. I want it to have some good damage. I don't know. It's probably going to have like Volt Tackle. Volt Tackle is going to hit for like 150. But then I think Volt Tackle does recoil damage. So if it does like say 150 damage, it probably knocks itself out or something like that. I don't know, man. I just don't want it to be a runner. I want it to be really usable. So this begs the question, do electric decks, are they going to make a comeback? Because I'm pretty sure X Laney, who has a disgusting electric deck, it's two Ampharos, I think it's 2 Circuitries, Poipole, and I think it's Coco, or I don't know. But all I know is it's super annoying with a Recycle, the double Mega Ampharos. It's got the Electro Sphere, which is good because if you attack with Circuitry, you become paralyzed and you gain weight too. So if your opponent is on the entry point, you attack with your Circuitry, they have weight, you can bring something off the bench if the Electrosphere is in play and it's Electric Blunt. Hi, Cena. So, again, let me know in the comments below what you want Pikachu to be. We are also bringing the Magnet because it's going to buff. Basically, Pikachu's going to be buffed 50 damage. And then the Air Balloon because Air Balloon can kind of fit in any deck. Now, against my opponent, we're playing against Age, and they have this. They have an annoying deck because they have these 2 figures. You know how these 2 figures are. You got to KO them twice. And this thing got me because I don't play it that often. I forget things. So let's just see how this match goes. So I go first. I'm going to long throw. We're going to throw on the Poipole. We're just going to rush the entry point. And because my opponent has 3 MP mons, there's no reason to try and rush up here to try and end the game quick. So they're going to bring up the Fraction. I'm like, okay, this is fine. We can actually counter with my Electivire. And he has since he moved the Nagano there, I'm like, yo, you're just asking to be paralyzed. Let's go. So I'm going to DC here. We're going to go after this, and we just get the plain knockout. And I thought about re-rolling here, but I was like, no, we want to get rid of this thing. It's better to just get rid of it. So that's what we do. So now the opponent's bringing on their Groudon. And then they're going to Air Balloon here for some reason. I don't know why I don't understand this play. Because, again, now there's 3 here. And I'm going to pull the Magnet. We're just going to buff up the Pikachu. I don't have the DC, so I was kind of scared of attacking into here. But the opponent is going to DC here and attack me. And I'm like, you're going to do the honors for me? And I do land the Electric Blast. I'm like, yo, let's go. Don't land your dodge. Is that what it is? The dodge? The blue? I don't know what it is. I think it's dodge. But now we have 3 mons that are paralyzed. 2 gain weight. So now I'm going to play the Electrosphere. And the opponent is going to Mega here, which it wastes a turn of Mega because they have weight. So I don't necessarily know why they did that. But, I mean, they did get rid of the paralysis. So I guess that's good. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Air Balloon. I'm going to attack into this Keldeo because I'm going to try and get the Pulse, the Origin Pulse, to get these figures off the board. But we don't get the Origin Pulse. We get the Hydro Kick. Or they get the Hydro Kick. Spark the Evolution, and we are to the bench, and we got rid of our balloon. Our balloon popped, so I'm kind of upset about that. So now I was going to repeatedly attack again. But they're going to max here. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And I think I didn't really like the position I was in. I was like, I think Pikachu might be okay here. I mean, I am plus 50, but the opponent is going to attack now. And they get the Origin Pulse. And I was like, ugh. And I don't play Poipole that often. Of course, my Kyogre rolls the dodge, but like whatever. So, okay, we're going to stop and we're going to talk about this play. He continues to attack here. We do get lucky. We do get the Toxic. I'm like, okay, this is actually good. So, I moved up my Circuitry here because what I wanted to do was I wanted to paralyze this thing. And I didn't want to move my Primal Kyogre right next to him because I was fearing that if I do attack into the Lucario is going to hit the Aura Sphere and they're going to get rid of my Primal Kyogre. So we're going to try and paralyze this, and then we can bring on the Kyogre. But what I am neglecting is the fact that if I roll my blue, there's no way I can come back on the board because of the Primal Kyogre. Like, I don't play Poipole often, and I don't play against Kyogre enough to affect me using an Ultra Beast because I don't ever use Ultra Beast. So, I attack here. But we do get to paralyze him, and he does gain weight, so now we can bring on, and there it is. And there it is. There goes my poor Poipole. Can't ever come back. And now we can bring on the Kyogre. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to max here. We're going to max the Zergature. We're going to put it right in front of that Kyogre. And if he attacks me, which he does, he's going to be paralyzed. So now we have 4 mons that are paralyzed. I'm like, oh, this is working out so good. All we got to do now is attack with the Kyogre. But because he gains weight too, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to... See, dude, I don't know. I thought in my head this was a good idea. And I wanted to threaten this around here. But I'm going to attack him. But we're just going to try and get the KO here. I do get the Electro Blast. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Still, everything is paralyzed. We're going to attack the next turn. But then everything becomes poisoned. And I was like, what in the world just happened? I was so upset there. But the opponent gets the Origin Pulse. And again, my Kyogre is hitting the dodge or protect or whatever the hell it is. I'm like, dude, what are you... Okay, first of all, let's figure out what that is. It is dodge. So, Naganadol's ability, Ultra Beast. When this Pokemon moves to the field or appears as an evolution, it excludes each player's use plates from the duel after its first... After its first battle since moving to the field. It poisons its battle opponent and each Pokemon that has a special condition. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, all I had to do was attack with the Kyogre into the Lucario, and dude, that could have been a 4 KO knockout. But I make a big mistake trying to threaten to surround this Kyogre, knowing damn well if I did that he would move the Naganadel. So yeah, bad play on my end. So now we have to back off. They're going to advance up with the Lucario. Got to protect the goal. They're going to come here with the Keldeo. I know I could have got cheesed here, but then they're attacking me. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I don't know what this guy's doing. But we do have our Z gauge up, so I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm going to try and apply pressure and make them try and back off, but they don't. I'm like, okay, that's fine. We're going to Hydro Vortex here, and just hopefully he doesn't land. I understand this is for the game. And it lands the dodge. I was like, all right, let's clutch. Let's go. But now, there's nothing I can really do to cover up here. And the opponent, yeah, I could have gotten watered. I could have got cheese there, but yeah, I guess he decided not to do it. But they're going to U-turn here, and they're going to be able to bring on or bring back their Lucario. An opponent attacks. I mean, okay, attacks. I guess, dude, he's getting all the Origin Pulse. Like, this makes me sad that I didn't even really attack with my Kyogre, and my Kyogre rolls a miss now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? My only option here is to try and win with Pikachu in its neutral turn, and then that is GG. Boys, so we're not off to a very good start. So good game is to H. So let's jump into match number 2. All right, guys, match number 2. I go first again. I look at this deck, and as I'm analyzing it, I'm like, okay, there's no runner, so I can rush here. So I go first. We're going to long throw. Actually, I should have just brought on Coco, but I don't know. So we're going to long throw here. They're going to take the entry point, and like I said, because there is no runner, we're going to rush up with the Coco the following turn. And then we can just hope to land the Melee Wish. Now here, interesting play. I misplay, 100% misplay. He brings on the Virizion, and I was like, I have the DC. I should go for it, because if we do this, it ensures us the win. They're not rocking a long throw. Like, we're good. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to save my DC, and I'm going to rely on them attacking me, and I'm going to hit the Melee Wish. We could have hit our gold into their purple. We could have outdamaged the Grass Knot, or if they hit their Super Justice, we could have hit our Melee Wish. Should have DC'd here, but I don't. I just decided to threaten game and let the opponent do that. And Coco here. gets beaten by Grass Knot. Like, that's kind of embarrassing. But we're going to bring up the Xurkitree because I think Xurkitree's good to just kind of paralyze whatever. And we're going to waste our max now just to set up the Shuppet Wall, just in case he wants to try and get that evolution off. I see this Poliwrath, and I'm going to bring on the Pikachu. The only reason why I brought on Pikachu is because Pikachu's level 5. At level 5, Pikachu does not have a miss. So it doesn't even matter if I am confused. I'm still going to be doing some sort of damage or paralysis. And, I mean, confused Pikachu's not that entirely bad. Thundershot goes into gold. So, I mean, if it's up against the purple, just depends on the matchup. But if you look here, we have 2 mons adjacent to each other. Put back. So I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to Magnet. We're going to put it on the Pikachu so we can out-damage the Poliwrath. And because you do that, I'm like, oh, really? You're going to put him right next to you? All right. You have 2 mons adjacent to you. We are going to paralyze you all. And that's what we do. Again, we got the same thing. There is one problem, though. You'll find out later on. So they gain weight. We're going to bring on... I don't... See, I should have... What am I doing, bro? All I got to do... I messed up. Should have brought the Kyogre there. Should have ballooned. And should have attacked. Like, that's the premise of this deck, but I'm not even doing it. But Pikachu does KO the Poliwrath. And, okay, so this was... In my head, this made sense, but it after I thought about it, I was like, oh, that was bad play. Alright, so what I wanted to do here was I wanted to use Poipol's ability. I wanted to sack the Poipole, get rid of the Feebas. Actually, what I wanted to do is I wanted to attack with the Coco. I wanted to evolve the Feebas, and then I would sack the Poipole. And then they would cover up goal, and then I would balloon and jump over and threaten game. However, if I did that, the opponent probably would have brought on the Pheromosa here. If they brought the Pheromosa here, when I ballooned, I would have got surrounded. So after I made that play, I was like, oh, that was a bad play. And my opponent's Z-Gauge is all the way up, and now they're going to Z-move, and all that hard work I did to make all of these mons paralyzed are now gone because Virizion is a grass type, and it heals all status, and I was like, dude, missed opportunity. Why did I not balloon with my Kyogre earlier? So, yeah, pretty salty there. And here I make a dumb play, dude. So I get attacked here. They get the Gyro Ball in the miss. That would have been nice. Oh, wait, never mind. So I'm going to have to de-evolve here. And for some reason, I do not surround. I don't know. I have no idea. Don't ask me. I Z-move here. I Z-move, and I get rid of my Z-move, and then I get Flamethrower. So not only did I waste my Z-move, I am now burned. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm making lots of misplays. Well, they're going to pull the max after we got rid of this annoying thing, and he's back on the board. And I'm like, all right, we're just going to move up Pikachu. I'm just going to bait you into attacking me, and hopefully we can land our gold into their purple. But now they're moving up the Magikarp, and I'm like, oh, dude, I got to... What am I doing? Just misplay after misplay. So they're going to attack my Kyogre, and I swear if I would have rolled a miss here, I would have been so salty. But we do get the KO, and they do get the evolution. And because they get the evolution, we need to move our Pikachu closer just in case they do get rid of our Kyogre. So that's what we do. And then they're going to attack. Agree with this. 100%. Storm. All right. So there goes Kyogre. So now what I decided to do here is I'm going to attack with my Xurkitree because my Xurkitree can paralyze it. It can get rid of the Storm. And it'll make it gain weight too. But fortunately for us, we do get the... We get the KO. Also, that was a bad play, too, because then they would have just Mega Evolved to get rid of the paralysis. So, clearly, I'm not thinking straight here. But the opponent is paralyzed, and they are going to attack. They are going to Z-move, and we are going to get the Cable Leash and out-damage a Z-move. Let's go. Let's go. So now we're going to attack the Pheromosa. We were trying to get the paralysis because we still have the Poipole on the board, and then we do. And then my opponent here is going to DC with their Selly, and they're going to try and rendezvous us away. And unfortunately for them, they get the Flame Gun, and they have to roll again because if they keep it, they get rid of their Pheromosa. So they re-roll and get the Flame Gun again. Let's go. Goodbye to your Pheromosa. And now we're going to take this opportunity. We're going to put our Coco right next to that Feebas. And now, Coco, please just get the melee just like we wanted at the beginning, but we'll do one better. He'll get the rendezvous. I'll get the dodge. And now that is GG, boys. All right, guys, we have one more match, and I promise you will be seeing some highlights from Pikachu. Let's see. What was this deck? What was this deck? Okay, so pretty standard-ish deck. I mean, you got the Mega. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You got the Mega Gengar. You got the Mega Zard. I think he's rocking the Zard X, though. Yeah, he's rocking the Zard X. Decidueye. So he's got two Z moves. Two typing Z moves. This thing, so I can't pass through. And the Coco. I think I go first. Yep, I go first again. So we're going to long throw. I think I went first each time. Long throw it each time to get the Poipole on the entry point. And I don't know why they brought on him. Because they definitely should have brought on like the Zoro. And then once I took the entry point, then they could have brought on the Decidueye and could have maybe spin. So I don't know about, I don't agree with the Decidueye play. And I make a mistake here. I don't know why I was being aggressive here. I can't go through this thing. So because he brings on the Gengar and he forgets that Poipole can do that, we're good. And the opponent looks like they should get a revenge kill here. They're going to attack with their Zoro, and fortunately for me, we do get the Toxic. But doesn't really, I mean, that's okay. But so I'm going to back off now because I realize that Coco doesn't really do anything. I mean, I could have attacked with Coco, and I'm kind of waiting. I'm like, should we do it? I see him bringing on the Charizard, and I'm like, all right, so I'm going to bring on Pikachu here, and here's why. They're going to Mega. The reason why is Xurkitree has blue, Pikachu has purple. I don't think they're going to take the entry point. It's risky. It's risky, but they're going to Mega anyway, and Pikachu comes in clutch with the Thunder Wave. Not only is our X paralyzed, it is also gone because of the Shuppet Wall. Goodbye. Oh, play. The opponent max revise. Okay, they're going to max the Gengar. I think I just moved my, yeah, I just moved my Coco back. And they're going to, I don't know why they made this play. They're going to attack, but we do get the Ultra Lighting. So now I'm going to take this opportunity. We're going to go for a double kill here. I'm going to DC. You guys know how I feel about DCing against Coco and things with large blue, but I was like, we have to do it. We're going to KO you. We're going to DC. Can we get a roll? And that is why. That's a waste of play. That's why I don't do it. Should have followed my instincts there. But they're going to attack with the Gardevoir here, and good thing Gardevoir is not Mega Gardevoir. Vixen, I'm looking at you. Ugh, Mega Gardevoir is so annoying. But they get rid of the Coco. So I'm going to advance here. We can out damage this thing, but he gets the double melee wish. But we do get to paralyze it. Now they're going to bring on the Gengar. And debatable play here on my end. They're going to attack Pikachu. I'm like, Pikachu, come on, clutch. That would have been nice if they would have hit the purple, or if it would have hit my purple. That would have been good. But I moved my Xurkitree down, and we're going to attack this Gengar. We paralyze it, which is good. It's gained weight too, so it wastes 2 turns of Mega, but I can't move my Xurkitree now. So now I have to max revive here, and I have to protect. The opponent is going to DC here, and I was like, I don't agree with this because of, yeah, for one, you're paralyzed, and 2, melee on melee wish, but of course I roll the miss. However, what's good is my Z gauge is up, so I don't really care. I mean, he has to bring something next to Kyogre, and like I said, my Z gauge is up, so I'm good. So now I'm going to advance, I'm going to attack, I'm trying to paralyze these things, which we do. I was like, okay, cool, we're good. Now I just hope my opponent actually attacks me, and we get the Origin Pulse. But they're not going to attack, and I'm like I said, it's fine. We have our Z gauge up, so now it is time. Actually, maybe I should have attacked with Xurkitree, because then I would have paralyzed the Gengar, right? So then that would have been 3 things that would have been paralyzed. He wouldn't have been able to surround me, and then I could have just outright attacked the Coco the following turn to try and see. Not thinking. But they attack here, and they do get the natural miss. And we're gonna take the. Oh, dude, I remember this game. So we're gonna take the entry point here. They're going to Z move. And I'm like, come on, Poipole. Hit that Toxic. GG, boys. Let's go. No, we get the Dragon Pulse. So now I'm going to advance here. And for some reason, they cover the goal. I don't know why they just didn't bring on another figure. I don't know. But so they attack here. And I'm like, this is good. Because if we KO you, which we do, we can take the entry points again. I'm like, all right, I'm going to close out on this game. Take the entry point. And again, they're going to attack. And I'm like, okay. Come on, Electivire. Gold and the purple. And again, they're saved. So now we're gonna start marching with Pikachu. I'm like, all right, Pikachu, it's on you. And they again, why not bring on Coco to apply pressure? I don't know. I have no idea. It doesn't make sense to me. But Since they're going to be defensive, we're going to apply the pressure, but they have the Zard coming, and the Z gauge is kind of almost up, so I was kind of scared here. So I was like, all right, we have to make this play. And that's what happens when your figure's not level 5. Super salty there. So now I have to come back. Now I have to come back and be defensive. And like I said, their Z gauge is up, almost up. But Coco's clutching it for us. Coco's giving us some breathing room. So this allows us to bring on the Poipole. And they attack again, and Zard gets a miss. Let's go. Let's go. That was huge because they had their Z moved their Z gauge was all the way up. Like that was such a clutch move. So good job, Coco. And they're going to advance, and I'm like, right, all we gotta do is be protective, win this roll, and then Pikachu's time to shine. They get the Warpole though, and I'm like, no, damn it. So now I have to come back. I have to be defensive because if I lose Pikachu, that's pretty much GG, boys. Warpole again. Now I have 2 figures that have weight again. I'm like, all right, we just have to burn a turn. We're going to Magnet Pikachu, so now Pikachu is plus 50. So Coco, all I need to do is hold on one more time, and he does. I'm like, all right, let's go Pikachu. Let's go Pikachu. Have to attack this Coco here. No DCs. We get the Thunder. I'm like, let's go. Remember, if it was raining, if it was drizzle, 100% hitting Thunder. I think that's a good idea, man, for 7 turns. Well, it'd only be like for 4 turns. But they decided to be defensive. I'm like, all right, all we got to do is win this roll, and that's game, and let's go. Pikachu with the plus 50 on the grass knot, and that is GG, boys, to my opponent. So I'm excited for the UX Pikachu. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys want the UX Pikachu to be. Do you want it to be a runner? Do you want it to be a beater? Do you want it to be a utility figure? I want it to have high damage. I wonder if it would, Pikachu with the blue. Like, what would the blue do? I don't know. Electro Ball, Volt Tackle. I just want it to be reliable. I want it to fit. I want to see it. I want us to fit in every deck. But we're going to cut it there. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, as always, it is almost Christmas. Peace.